So today I'm going to start some of the most important questions from group 16 of the P block elements. So the first question, name the elements of group 16 which have highest electronegativity. As we know, oxygen has the smallest size, so it is the most electronegative element of group 16. So the first correct answer for highest electronegativity is oxygen. Second, maximum ionization enthalpy. As we know, due to a very small size, it is very difficult to remove electron from oxygen, so it has the highest ionization enthalpy in group 16. Highest catenation property. As we know, sulfur has more catenation power than oxygen, because oxygen, due to small size, there is inter-electronic repulsion which makes the bond weaker. Therefore sulfur has more catenation property. Highest electropositive nature. As we know, electropositive nature increases down the group, so polonium has the highest electropositive nature. Next question, which of the following elements form p-pi d-pi bonding in its oxide? So lithium does not have vacant d orbital, boron does not have, nitrogen does not have, and only here sulfur has vacant d orbital, so it is able to form p-pi d-pi bonding in its oxide. Example, SO2 SO3. Next question, which of the following halides cannot be hydrolyzed? TeF6 can be hydrolyzed, NCl3 can be hydrolyzed, but SF6 cannot be hydrolyzed, and NF3 also cannot be hydrolyzed, because nitrogen and fluorine both does not have vacant d orbital, and SF6, despite having sulfur vacant d orbital, due to steric reason it cannot be hydrolyzed. So therefore the correct alternative for this question is second and fourth, that comes to option number D. So the correct answer is D. SF6 and NF3 cannot be hydrolyzed. Next question, the formation of which of the substance is known as tailing of mercury? As we know, mercury loses its meniscus when it reacts with ozone. It forms mercurous oxide. So the correct answer is A, Hg2O, that is mercurous oxide. Next question, dry sulfur dioxide does not bleach dry flowers. Only in the presence of moisture the nascent hydrogen responsible for bleaching is produced. So sulfur dioxide reacts with water to form sulfuric acid plus nascent hydrogen. This nascent hydrogen actually is responsible for bleaching. So colored flower in presence of nascent hydrogen becomes colorless flowers. So this is the correct answer. Question number 6. In the manufacture of sulfuric acid by contact process, SO3 is not directly dissolved in water. SO3 reacts with water to form sulfuric acid. This is highly exothermic, and it is not condensed. Sulfuric acid is not condensed, whereas it produces mist of tiny droplets. This sulfuric acid is highly corrosive and can even attack and corrode the lead pipeline and linings which cover the tower in contact process. So that's why in the manufacture of sulfuric acid by contact process, SO2 is not directly dissolved in water, instead SO3 is first treated with sulfuric acid to form oleum, which is hydrolyzed to give sulfuric acid. Next question, question number 7. What conditions should be maintained in order to maximize the yield of sulfuric acid by contact process? So contact process is used to manufacture sulfuric acid on a large scale. The process consists of 3 steps. First is the oxidation of sulfur to form sulfur dioxide. Next step is the most important step, the conversion of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide. And the last stage is sulfur dioxide treated with sulfuric acid to form oleum, which is hydrolyzed to give sulfuric acid. So how to maximize the yield of sulfuric acid? This can be maximized if we take excess of air. The sulfur dioxide oxygen ratio must be 2:3. At low temperature, nearly 450 degrees Celsius is optimum. At high pressure, as we know, according to Le-Chatelier principle, high pressure favors the formation of sulfur trioxide. So a pressure of 1 to 2 atm is generally required for this process. Next question, question number 8. What happens when sulfur dioxide is passed through an aqueous solution of iron 3 salts? So when sulfur dioxide is passed through an aqueous solution of iron 3 salt, it converts to Fe2+. So 2Fe3 plus SO2 plus water gives 2Fe2 plus sulfate plus 4H plus. So when Fe3 plus salt, sulfur dioxide is fast, it is converted to Fe2 salt. Moving to the ninth number question. Comment on the nature of two SO bonds formed in sulfur dioxide molecule. Are the two SO bonds in this molecule equal? The structure of sulfur dioxide is angular. Due to resonance, both the sulfur oxygen bonds are equal. So both the SO bonds in this molecule are equal due to resonance. Next question number 10. How is the presence of SO2 detected? When KMnO4 solution is passed through SO2, pink color turns colorless. So MnO4 minus gets converted to Mn2 plus when sulfur dioxide is passed through. So this way we can detect sulfur dioxide. Moving to next question. Sugar turns black on addition of conc H2SO4. Explain. So sugar, here C12H22O11 is sucrose. When it is treated with conc H2SO4, it forms carbon plus 11 molecules of water. So that's why sugar turns black on addition of conc H2SO4. The process is called charring of sugar or charring of sucrose. Question number 12. Which of the following are peroxo acids of sulfur? So in the peroxy acid series, there are two acids, H2SO5 and H2S2O8. H2SO5 is also called Carros acid, also called peroxy monosulfuric acid. H2S2O8, that is called Marshall's acid, it is called peroxy disulfuric acid. So the correct choice for this question is option number A. So H2SO5 and H2S2O8 belongs to peroxo acids of sulfur. Moving to question number 13. SF6 is known but SH6 is not known. Why? So in the highest oxidation state, sulfur can combine only with highly electronegative element like fluorine and not hydrogen, because hydrogen is less electronegative, and that's why 6 hydrogen atom cannot be stabilized to form sulfur hexahydride. So sulfur forms sulfur hexafluoride but not sulfur hexahydride. Next question number 14. The gas ozone cannot oxidize, so it cannot oxidize KMnO4. So the correct choice is A. Question number 15. The elements evolving two different gases on reaction with conc H2SO4 is. Options are A phosphorus, B carbon, C mercury, D sulfur. So if we see the reaction of carbon with conc H2SO4, we find that it forms two different gases. One is SO2, one is CO2. So the correct choice is C. The correct choice is B, that is carbon. Question number 16. The correct order of oxygen-oxygen bond length in oxygen, hydrogen peroxide and ozone is. So first we have to know the bond orders. So the bond order of oxygen is 2, whereas the bond order of H2O2, that is 1, and in ozone the bond order is 1.5. We know that bond length is inversely proportional to bond order. So if we consider this, then we find that lesser is the bond order, more is the bond length. So the correct answer is D, H2O2 greater than ozone greater than O2. 17. Which of the following bonds has the highest energy? So selenium bond, tellurium bond, sulfur bond, oxygen bond. We know that oxygen bond has less energy due to interelectronic repulsion. So the correct choice is sulfur bond has the highest energy, because it requires large amount of energy to break the sulfur bond. Whereas as we go down the group, the bond strength decreases. So sulfur bond is the strongest here with the highest energy. Next question 18 number. Bleaching action of sulfur dioxide is due to reduction, oxidation, acidic nature, hydrolysis. So if we see the reaction of sulfur dioxide with water, it becomes sulfuric acid plus nascent hydrogen. So this hydrogen is responsible for the bleaching action. So the correct choice is reduction. A is the correct answer. Moving to 19th question. When sulfur is boiled with sodium sulfide solution, the compound formed is. So Na2SO3 react with sulfurs to form Na2S2O3, that is sodium thiosulfate. So the correct choice is D, sodium thiosulfate. Question number 20. A green colored solution of a salt changes its color to light pink on passing ozone through it. Which of the following species represent pink and green color respectively? So the reaction is, when green colored salt is passed through ozone, we get pink. So the reaction is K2MnO4 plus water plus ozone gives KMnO4 plus 2KOH plus O2. Here KMnO4 is pink, K2MnO4 is green. So green species is MnO4 2 minus and pink species is MnO4 minus. They are asking pink and green color respectively. So pink is MnO4 minus. So the correct choice is B. Correct choice is B. Thank you.